have been Paris.
Okay. So, there's this cathedral in Notre Dame.
Outside of Notre Dame is the name of the cathedral in Paris. That's where they teach them.
Damn it. So there's this cathedral in France.
What's the name of the town?
Fuck if I know.
Frenchville.
Frenchville. This is why we can't tell jokes in my family. Stop it. So there's this cathedral in France, and it's one of those Gothic cathedrals, and it has, you know, the 17 different bells in the bell tower. And the priest, the father, or a deacon? No, father.
It would be a priest in a Catholic.
What's above a priest?
Bishop.
Bishop. There we go.
Yes. Okay.
He's gonna be a bishop.
Oh my God, he's been promoted.
Their bell ringer, that has been their bell ringer for many a year, died.
You have to go online and look. There's a word for bell ringer. I've had too much wonder to know what it is.
Again, pardon my French. Fuck if I know.
Okay.
French.
So you've been drinking wine.
No, actually, we're telling a joke.
The bell ringer, their bell ringer that they've had for decades passed away.
Very good.
He lived a long, full life, many children, beautiful, wonderful man. Passed away. They had a beautiful ceremony for him. You know, all the town was there.
In tears.
In tears.
Because
they lost their bell ringer, and who was gonna ring the bell to be there?
Nobody had watches and clocks at this time. It was so long ago.
So,
that they had to rely on the bells from the bell tower in Frenchville to tell them where to get up in the morning and at breakfast, at lunch.
So the bishop puts an ad out in ancient Craigslist.
In Paris.
In Paris.
That's where they train all the bell ringers.
Pierre's list.
Ooh. I don't remember Pierre's list.
For
I had
bell
that.
ringers.
Thank you. I like that.
And weeks go by and no one comes, and he's dismayed. They haven't been able to have a good bell service in weeks now. And so one day he's just about given up, and all of a sudden he just hears on the church door, and he's like, "That's a very odd noise. That doesn't sound like someone ringing the knocker." So he goes to the door. He goes to the door and he opens it, and standing before him is a man with no arms. And he's like, "How can I help you, my son?" And the man says, "I am here to apply for your bell ringer position." And the priest says, "Oh, well, okay. I don't necessarily know, sir, son, you do know that there are ropes. There are numerous ropes involved." And he says, "Yes." He's like, "Well, you do know you have to like climb a ladder to get to said ropes." And the man says, "Yes.
Very good job.
Well, please, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance to show you what I can do. I was trained in Notre Dame for how to be a bell ringer." And the priest is like, "Wow, I really don't think this is a good idea, but if son, yes, I will give you an opportunity. It's quarter to 12. You know, we'll be able to ring the bell here shortly." So they go to the particular part of the church where they have to go up the stairs.
The steeple.
They have to go up the ladders, the steeple. Thank you. This is a group joke.
Belfry.
The belfry. Thank you, Eddie.
Keep the bats.
And the priest is just looking at this guy like, how is he gonna make it up this ladder?
Oh, now she's not gonna drop the F-bomb.
Because it's the bishop.
It's the bishop, not the priest. The bishop doesn't say fuck.
The priest says to the bishop.
This is gonna be the shakiest YouTube video ever. The man with no arms.
Put that one out.
The man with no arms just runs up, grabs onto the rung with each mouth, hops up.
With each mouth?
With both of them.
Each rung with his mouth.
Oh, okay.
And just hops up and makes it up 5 flights of ladders. And so they get up there, and the priest is just looking at him like, can't you see, my son? There's no way you'll be able to pull all of these ropes. There's no way that you'll be able to do it. I mean, I appreciate the effort. So, in all these ropes, they're dangling five stories.
Effort is the key word here.
I know, I'm getting there.
Okay.
And he's like, it's okay. The ropes are really no issue for me. And the priest is just like, okay. Well, we're right on time, so...
Right on time, then, because the priest
Yeah,
said,
the watch.
the bishop's got a watch. It's a wristwatch. I like that part. I got 2 parts now. What was the other one?
Fearless.
Oh, yeah. Fearless.
We're right on time. So the auditioner runs all the way back to the wall and just takes a flying leap.
Wow, that was good.
Towards the bell and grabs onto the clapper with his mouth and proceeds to go back and forth and back and forth and play the most beautiful harmonic bell ringing that the bishop has ever heard in his life. It brings tears to his eyes. And all around, everyone in Parisville or Frenchville, wherever we are, comes out and says, "Oh my God, we think that the 82-year-old old Bellringer has been raised from the dead. It's beautiful."
We're kneeling.
And the bishop just pauses and says, "Oh, thank you, Lord." And he looks at this man. He says, "You've got the job." And the man says, "Yay!" and falls to his death splat. Now, the bishop is just mortified. And he has no idea what to do with himself. Oh, we are only halfway through. The bishop is mortified.
I thought you took a lot of time.
I'm glad this one's on tape.
And so he doesn't know what to do. So he goes and he calls on his phone. or his whatever. How would the bishop call the inspector?
Hands on the end of street.
What?
He sent
The bishop sends his
altar boy.
altar boy
Oh, Lord, thank you. There you go. I knew you did
to find the inspector, the police inspector, to tell him of this dead body in his church. And the police inspector comes and he says, "Now tell me the story." And the bishop proceeds to tell him the story.
No, this time if you're in a bar, you just tell the whole thing again. But cut to the chase.
And the inspector's like, "Huh? I don't get it." But he's like, "Well, okay, so you've never met this man before?" I said, "No." So you don't know his name? "No, but his face sure rings a bell." So, the bishop puts the ad back in Pierre's list. And about 2 weeks go by and he hears on the door. He's like, "That's very strange. I've heard that before." He goes and he opens the door, and there's a man there. He's got no arms. And he's like, "Oh," he thinks that he's seeing the dead walk. Looks exactly like the guy who was there before. He said, "Can I help you, my son?" He's like, "Yes, I am here because I know that my brother passed away trying to become your new bell ringer. I would like to apply for the job in his honor." And the bishop is like, "Wow, I don't think I can do this again. But sure, whatever."
I need more alcohol.
Sure, whatever. You know, whatever floats your boat. But I really don't think
Oh,
you'll
the
be able.
attitude part. That's another part.
I really don't think you'll be able to do it because you have no arms.
That's not enough. Anyway.
So he's like, but the guy's like, "Please, please, please, in honor of my brother's name, let me give this a shot. Let me try out for you." And the bishop's like, "Okay." Takes him to the belfry. And he looks up at these 5 flights of ladders. How is this guy going to do it? Grabs onto each rung with his mouth, hops up each one. Gets all the way up there. That part. Gets all the way up there, and the and the bishop is like, "See, can't you see, my son? There are all these ropes. He won't be able to do this." And the bishop, and the guy's like, please, 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 the only person who's ever been better at this than me is my brother. I can do it, I promise. And so he backs up, and he takes a running leap, and he grabs the clapper in his mouth. Proceeds to ring back and forth, and it's again the most just beautiful, harmonic bell ring that's ever possibly been, that's ever been rung out of this abbey or wherever church we're in. Cathedral, there we go. And the priest is just, the bishop is again awestruck. He brings tears to his eyes. He says, this is absolutely amazing. He says, my son, you've outdone your brother. You've got the job. And the bell ringer says, yay! That. And the bishop's like, well, fuck.
Now, say it.
And the bishop sends his tired altar boy to find the inspector again. The inspector comes and is like, all right, you're just killing these handicapped people. There's something wrong with you. The inspector's like, there's no way that this happened to you twice. He's like, yes, it did. It's the exact same situation. I'm like, well, did you get this guy's name? He said, no, but he was a dead ringer for his brother. It's taken me like 15 years to be able to say that joke. I know, we've been here about 15 years.
That is 10 minutes of my life. I will never get back.
But you know what? You will never,
Ever forget that joke.
No. Just like I won't forget Charles Manson and Ted Bundy. They will live in infamy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. Excellent job.
Yay, Emma.
Way to go.
Congratulations.
Right to pass it.
And you said Pierre the French fighter pilot was a bad joke.
I